YouTube, in this video I'm showing you how to make one of my favorite cookie recipes. These are super fluffy coconut macaroons with some dark chocolate drizzle on them. And to start off, I am just separating my egg yolks from my egg whites. I'm using 2 large eggs, and basically I'm just using the whites and taking my hand mixer and I'm mixing them so they're nice and fluffy. The goal to make these cookies nice and fluffy are to have your egg whites super fluffy. So make sure that you beat these super well until they're nice and fluffy, nice and frothy, to the point where if you put the bowl over your head, they won't fall on you. However, everyone starts off small. If you don't have a hand mixer or a stand mixer, you can also use regular whisk and just beat these by hand. I will say it will take quite longer. However, it still works. Just make sure you're using a nice round bowl so it really, helps get that circular motion in when you're beating those eggs away. But if you have a hand mixer, that's honestly super perfect because this took me less than a minute to get these nice and fluffy. So next I'm adding in 1/3 cups of granulated sugar into my egg mixture, and I'm thoroughly, gradually mixing it in with my hand mixer. So I'm not pouring it all at once. I'm putting some in, mixing it, putting some in, and mixing it because I want the sugar to be thoroughly combined with the eggs. And as you'll see here, the batter will start to look super glossy, super shiny, and become even more fluffier. Also, in case I didn't mention it before, the recipe is in the description box and also the directions and everything. Now I'm adding 1 cup, well, 1 cup and 1/3 cups of shredded coconut, and I'm just using the coconut that is in my pantry. So this is like the sweetened medium shredded coconut. And then I'm also adding in 2 tablespoons of flour. I'm using all-purpose flour, but you can use like any kind of flour, probably except like bread flour or like almond flour. I don't know, but use whatever flour you have. I'm pretty sure either would work, but I'm just using all-purpose flour. Okay, I'm rambling. But anyways, as you can see, I am mixing in all those ingredients together. I'm not mixing it aggressively. I'm just folding it and mixing it nice and gently to get all those ingredients well mixed with each other. Also, disclaimer, to keep this video super short, I have this video like on 2x speed. So when I'm mixing the ingredients, it's not that fast. It's actually a lot more like slower and gentler. I do not have a cookie sheet or like just a simple flat pan. So I am being, innovative here and using tin foil, putting that over a cupcake pan slash muffin pan, and then greasing that with some oil, and then using that as my little cookie sheet. And it works for me. I'm proud of it. And yeah, so as you can see here, I'm just using a like spoon, a small spoon, and I am scooping that batter and putting it onto our little makeshift cookie sheet. And this recipe makes 12 or a dozen cookies, so that's how much I am putting out. Then I put this away in the oven at 350 degrees. The recipe I have on Pinterest calls for 325, but I just bake almost everything at 350. And the recipe calls for it to bake for 20 minutes, but for me, I did have these in for 20 minutes, but for the last like 5 minutes of that 20 minutes, I did check the oven quite here and there to see if I could take them out earlier or leave them in longer. So I would say judge your own discretion, like judge at your own discretion. In terms of the timing, I would say roughly 20, like 19 or actually 18 to 25 minutes. According to you, because some ovens are different. Like some ovens are much hotter, some ovens just work differently, some ovens are bigger or smaller, and that can all affect your cookie baking. So I did mine at 350 for about 20 minutes until I saw that they were nice golden color or golden enough. I think I even took them out and put them in again because I like my cookies to have a nice golden look to it. As you can see here, nothing much to explain. I just had some dark chocolate melted and drizzled it on top of the cookies because they are quite sweet and fluffy. And I think dark chocolate has that like nice, rich, bitter taste that complement these cookies so well. You know what I'm gonna do in the next step? I added sprinkles because I thought it would be cute. It did not look cute. So, yeah, just ignore what I'm doing right here. But other than that, these cookies are delicious. There's one cookie missing because I did eat that cookie right when it came out of the oven. So it did make 12, but it shows 11 because, like I said, I ate the cookie and it was the most delicious thing I ever had. It was so, so good. Like, I'm even thinking of these cookies right now as I'm doing this voiceover. These cookies, I'm just so proud of this recipe. Only requires technically three ingredients, and the fourth ingredient is the dark chocolate, which is extra. So, honestly, I highly recommend making these cookies. They're so simple, and it only took half an hour to make. You can wake up on a Sunday morning, make these cookies, and take it to church to share with everybody the exact same day. And as you can see, when I open this, it is so soft, so fluffy. It is literally miraculous. It is so, so, so good. And you can add salt or vanilla extract. I didn't do that because I didn't think it was necessary. Also, I don't have vanilla extract, but these cookies are amazing. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you try this recipe.